Hey there! Today I want to talk to you about how to create a perfect project for yourself and then how to actually accomplish it. Hey, I'm Amy. This is Aging Audaciously, where we have fun breaking the rules. Today, though, we're going to actually follow the rules of project management. And yes, this really is my hard hat. Yes, my day job. I do act as a project manager, but my big project that I want to talk about today is project retirement. So I'm hoping to hang up the hard hat in 1 year. So I have 1 year to really be in the best position that I can be for retirement and also create a life before I retire that is fun to live, right? Now, look, I have a great life. It's great. Can always be better, right? So project retirement. So the first thing you need to know when you have a project is you need to know what success is going to look like at the end of it. So what's your vision? My vision for project retirement actually came to me during a staycation that I had a few years back. I was home for a week, nothing planned really. It was late spring, early summer, somewhere in that time frame. So my vegetable garden was already producing vegetables. I was harvesting them. I was weeding. I was out in the garden every day. I was making food from scratch. I spent time with friends, actually planned, like I think it was a lunch and then a tea. And I spent time with my adult children, spent time with my husband, had time for meandering and taking a walk and just doing all these lovely things during the day. And on one of those days, I was standing at the kitchen sink washing vegetables, and it was like this light bulb went off, and I went, oh, I see. This is the kind of life I want. I don't want hustle and bustle and going here and there and succeed. I want a staycation life. And so that is how I got to my vision for my project. So my vision is definitely, there we go, a staycation. So one of the things when we're starting a project is we meet with the people who it will affect. So this is going to affect me. It's going to affect my husband too, probably, but I'm not inviting him to this party. So first, what I need to do, and I need to really think about this and potentially write it down. What's working well in my life right now? What's not working well? So I can tell you there's a few things that are working well for me. My morning routine, I love my morning routine. I love my mornings. I love journaling, meditating, I pull a tarot card. It's a beautiful, slow morning. The problem is it would be a perfect morning for if I were retired and didn't have to get out of the house or get on my computer at 8 a.m. in the morning. So even though it's working well, it's not working as well as it could. And then some things that aren't working well, obviously part of that isn't working well, but also my nighttime routine. So in the morning, sometimes I find myself just like, what am I going to wear? What am I going to eat? And then it takes so long in the morning, especially if you've just been having this leisurely morning with coffee in your journal. Then all of a sudden you have to scrabble around trying to figure out what you're going to wear. Now, I have done it before where I've gotten, my husband calls it his flat person, where I've gotten my flat person ready the night before. And then I don't have to make the decision the next morning. So I know I have to go back into doing that. I also need to get back into the habit of making my lunch the night before. Now, will I need to do that once we're retired? Potentially not, but wouldn't it just be so cool to have those things ready when you woke up so that you just decided to get dressed and you got dressed without like figuring stuff out in front of your closet? Now, I get it. Sometimes during the day, sometimes you're like, I'm not in the mood to wear that. I totally get that. But I feel like the night before I can pretty much tell the mood I might be in. If I'm not exactly sure, I give myself a choice, just 2 choices, and then I can go from there. So I know that working well, I love my mornings, right? Love mornings. So if I want to continue to have those beautiful mornings, I need to streamline something. So I am going to have to streamline my mornings by getting ready for them the night before. So that's just 2 examples. There are other things that are working well and not working well, but one of the main things is, what do I need to stop doing and what do I need to start doing? So when I think of stop doing, I think of the demolition phase of a project. So you've got your vision set, you've got your plan kind of set on how you want to move forward. You've figured out maybe what you want to keep and what you want to toss. And now comes the demo portion. So it's time to get rid of distractions, disorganization, accumulation of too many things. For me, I find, I'm just going to go back to clothes because that's an easy thing to talk about. If I have too many clothes in my closet, I have none. I can't see them. I can't figure out what I want to wear. I know that I cannot work well with too many things. I need fewer choices. That's how my brain works. My external environment very much rules my internal environment. And so I know I work better with fewer options. So I need to demo some things. This morning, I already started demoing my emails. Not just deleting them. I did unsubscribe on quite a few. Now, hopefully, I don't get that thing where then you horrifically get 3 to 5 new emails for each email you unsubscribed from, but time will tell. We'll see. In the meantime, I want to pare that down. I want to pare down the apps on my phone. I probably only use 3 to 4 apps consistently. Now, some of the other ones I do need, and maybe it's more than that. That's just what's coming to me right now. But I just want to get rid of things that I don't need. So I need to demo those, right? Once I demo things, it creates space for new construction, just to beat this dead horse. New construction. So then get rid of the stuff. Now, what do I want my days to look like? I already know that I love days that I can work in my garden and take a walk and maybe meet a friend for lunch or tea, spend time with my kids. I know that. So I can work that in. Other things, though, that I want to start doing is I want to make sure I'm getting the exercise. I want to make sure I know how to spell, for one thing. I'm just going to do movement. So get some really good movement going so that it is a habit by the time I retire. I also want to create a really good foundation for self-development. I have a pretty good foundation, but there are some things that I really want to build on. And two books that I am looking forward to just kind of diving in these next few months are Your Big Leap Year. This is by Gay Hendricks, and he wrote The Big Leap. Now this one is day by day, 365 days. I realize it's a library book. It's already in my cart. I'm going to buy it because I can't renew it 8 billion times. And then Life Magic by Laura Bushnell. Now this one I actually own. I own the ebook version of this, but I don't know why I bought the ebook version when I love the actual book. So I want to go through both of these books, do the exercises in them, and maybe talk about that on here. So I want to up my game, my self-development game. I want to up my movement game. I also want to really dig in to developing this YouTube channel. I want to pay more attention to it, be more consistent, figure out a way I can do that. So that also helps with streamlining. Like there has to be an easier way for me to do this. And then the other thing I want to do is write. So I am writing a young adult, a teen fiction book. I probably have 5 manuscripts, other manuscripts from other books that I've started. Some I've finished. I haven't published anything. So my goal is to have, this is a tough one. I'd like to have 2 published before I retire. So that's another part of it. So that's all sort of the building and constructing. Now, obviously, I need to dive deeper into how I'm going to do that. I have to, once again, I'm going to take this construction theme all the way. I'm going to make sure that the construction fence is up so that I have boundaries with others and with myself, because sometimes I'm the one who smashes through the boundaries and then doesn't do the things that I promised myself I would do. So that's it for today. Project management, sort of magical project management, I guess. I don't know. Thank you so much for being here. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and we will see you soon. Bye.